Ladies and gentlemen, UMG Orlando Grand Finals about to get underway. OpTic Gaming versus Stunner. It's going to be myself and Mr. X guiding you through all the action. Matt, I cannot wait for this.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a phenomenal matchup. I mean, this is going to be the third time they've matched this weekend.
Yep.
But, you know, let's go through these teams. Obviously, know some of you just joining us now. We'll start with Stunner. You know, they just played a phenomenal series against the Now Perplex, Vex, Huke, and TJ Haley. Obviously, you know, we talked a little bit about that last uplink game. Just amazing plays out of him to win that series.
They're going to be fired up. That's for sure. After clutching up against the Now in the fashion they did, they're going to be so pumped up going into this grand final. And, of course, they're going to be playing against OpTic Gaming in the other booth. Nadeshot, Formal, Crim6, and, of course, Scumpy. And these guys, they're going to be pumped up as well. They were in the pro lounge. They're feeling comfortable. Of course, as you said, this is the third time these teams have played each other. First time, Stunner, 3-0 OpTic Gaming. Second time, OpTic Gaming, 3-0 Stunner. What's going to happen now?
Yeah, I mean, this series could go either way. I think it's going to be interesting to see how the momentum carries over from the Denial series for Stunner, if they're able to take this first hard point, or at least keep it close and keep that momentum going. But the game has loaded up. The first map is going to be Retreat Hard Point.
And it's worth mentioning as well, Stunner are going to have to win two best of fives. OpTic just need to win one best of five, and they will become your UMG Orlando champions.
Yeah, so who do you want to jump on board with first? You want to start on with OpTic, or you want to go on with Stunner?
So I'm going to be completely honest with you. Nadeshot has really impressed me in Respawn today, and I want to just stay on board with him at the very start, see if he's going to continue that rampage. He's currently a 0.98 KDR for the event. And he said to me in the pro lines before this game started, he's desperate to try and get to that 1.0.
Oh yeah, he's had a great day today. I mean, I know watching games earlier, he was slaying pretty efficiently, and I see right there though, Crim6 dominating the kill feed, starting off the grand finals. I mean, Crim not a novice to the grand finals. He's been here a decent amount of times.
A fair few times.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say. Scumpy picks up one, not going to find anyone else though, and it's going to be Vexed on the hard point for Stunner, and they're going to be bringing themselves back into this early point deficit. Nothing too crazy, of course. That first hard point, you never really expect to see teams build a massive lead. Perplex, however, is on that hill. Huke is going to try and win for that gunfight. He does, but immediately gets traded. Yeah, and it looks like Stunner's going to start rotating right here, and I like that call. You know, early in the game, you're not going to, no reason to fight over that last 10, 15 seconds on that middle hill. You set up with that next statue back hard point. You're able to get a lot of time. You see Formal and Crim in the kill feed, racking these kills up, and they're just taking over that hard point. Yeah, they should get that control, but they're going to need to pick up a few more kills, and it's going to be Formal who picks up two. That was Vexed, and that was Toast. He's going to get another one as well. Nadeshot, of course, on that hill, but right now you've got Crim 8-4 and Formal 7-2. Formal having a fantastic start to this game. Yeah, and that's huge for OpTic Gaming. I mean, obviously, you know, Formal's been playing pretty well the entire day, but to get him going in the shape that he's in now, 8-2 on a 5 streak, I mean, that is a very good sign for OG. Crim6 on that hard point is going to pick up that secure, but does not get the kill. Currently 10-5. He's going to have to try and push off that hill. Picks up one. Player behind him turns. Doesn't pick up the kill. That was Huke, but Huke goes down. Formal's there one more time. And OpTic Gaming are starting off this grand final very hot indeed, Matt. 56 to 10 point lead, 8 seconds left before that hill is going to rotate. And speaking of rotations, you can see actually a couple of players from OpTic tried it. Nadeshot with a must-win gunfight. Not going to get it. That was actually Perplexed. And 3 players from Stunner are going to be on that hill. Yeah, that was a huge gunfight right there for Nadeshot. If he was able to win that, he would have given OpTic that favorable spawn on this, but it does not matter as 2 players go down for Stunner and OpTic. Scump and Crim able to break that hill. See if Scump can try and pick up a couple of kills. The player's going to be all around him. He has a lot of work to do here. Scump sees 2. There's 1. Going to challenge. Get it. Oh, had to reload. I thought for a minute there he was going to win that gunfight. Nadeshot tries to go in from the side. Not going to happen. Huke 6 and 8. He's going to be lying on that hill. And this is big time for Stunner. They need to make sure they can try and bring themselves back into this one. Vex actually going to go for the challenge. No teammates around him whatsoever. And OpTic Gaming break the hill. Yeah, Huke's going to need to step it up for Stunner. You know, he had a little bit of a rough winter bracket finals. You know, really in this grand final. He's going to need to turn it up. They can't afford not to have his slaying and respawn game modes. Nadeshot with 9 seconds left. Looks like he may just go for a last effort at contestation. He's going to bamboozle the opposition player. Nadeshot wins the gunfight and managed to pick up 3 seconds of scrap time. Not the most, but every little can help in hardpoint. We know that after seeing it so many close games, Matt. Some of those games going down to just a couple of points. As Formal now pushing towards the next hard point. Just going to slay around the outside. Crim 17 and 12 right now, Matt.
I love how OpTic's playing this, though. They're letting Formal, slay at a distance with a foul. I think, he has such a consistent shot, such a great shot at range. It's a great play. They're never going to lose control over these spawns when Formal's back there shooting like that. I mean, look at those shots. They're lasers, man.
Formal has more players in front of him, can continue this slaying rampage. 17 and 8 right now is Formal before he finally goes down. But guess what? Crim's going to be on the hill. There's 2, there's 3 from Crim6, looking for the 4th as well. Oh, he does finally go down. But Scumpy, whilst all that's going on, he's just sitting there picking up free time.
I mean, that was nasty. Scump right there. I mean, Crim right there, but Scump actually put a nasty play of his own. Oh, wow. Able to take out Hukin. OpTic is gaining tons of momentum here, Ben.
That's a 5-kill streak for Scumpy, and he's looking to add more. There's 6 before finally falling, and everyone on OpTic Gaming really heating up from the slaying department besides Nadeshot. But Nadeshot, really not much to do. He wins a gunfight, and you know what, Matt? This would be the perfect time to go over to a listen-in with OpTic Gaming.
I got 2. One more there front, weak. Let's go, guys, let's go.
I'm watching wall. Oh, we
I spawn wall.
Watch back. There's one shot in.
No one there in the
We got him.
Nice, Ian. No one cut. Probably going back steps. Hang on.
Side window, you got me.
Nice.
Got me.
No, he's one shot him. I ran out of ammo.
Okay, don't worry about it.
I got one pool side, let's go.
2 guys hill. Let's
Stun
go.
Stun and hill.
Dead.
Nice.
Probably back steps.
Backstairs in.
One more back steps.
There's one shot.
One more back steps.
Lobby, front jump.
Nice.
Back steps dead. I'm coming
Last
lobby.
push, boys. Outside up. Dead.
Let's go. I'm coming to get in hill. Behind you steps. Big one.
One's pushing now.
Just kill him. We don't even need him. Two coming out of lobby. In middle.
One more bottomed up.
Okay. Third steps.
He's by hill.
They see me. I got your back, Seth.
One shot bottom circle.
I'm getting a corner. Slay Rami.
I spawn bottom dub.
We're gonna be Talos.
One flow. Low dead.
Oh my god.
Top throw. I know.
These kids are shook. Let's go.
Let's go, Seth. Top circle. There we go. That's the intensity we need. Let's go. I got one.
Nice, boys. Upstairs.
I got him. Let's go. One more.
Behind us. Outside of
Keep playing, guys. Keep ready. Let's go. Good shit. Let's go.
Circle again.
Dead. Nice job, mate. Let's go.
One more there.
Dead.
Let's go.
Let's go with that.
You're a man. You're an
You
animal. Let's go.
sexy man.
Top circle again. Dead.
Yes.
Let's go, man.
Let's go, Matthias.
Where the fuck are they, dude?
Towel.
Top steps, one shot.
Oh my God.
Top steps, one shot. One lobby. Lobby. Come on,
Top attic and 2 lobby.
Bottom lobby.
Yeah.
Back turtle.
Top lobby, one shot to loot. In there, Matt. Nice, Matt. Last guy pool.
I'm watching wall. Watch the lobby.
One shot attic.
Come here, pool.
Yo, one shot hill. I just want 10 kills for you. Yeah, you're the best, Ian. Let's go.
Okay, back steps. You guys cut.
They're weak.
One shot in hill. There's 2 in. One's absolute.
Nice, boys.
Watch pool. Spotting.
The OpTic Gaming boys with a huge 3-piece from Crim6. Crim looking for the 4th as well. I was about to say the communication coming out from OpTic was absolutely surreal. They're having fun, they're getting pumped up, and more importantly, they are dominating Stunner. 195 to 58. Crim6 picks up 1, looks for the 2nd. Formal and Scumpy going to be in the hill. 4 players go down, and TJ desperately trying to pick up this scrap time.
I mean, when Crim and Formal are playing like this, you almost have no chance. I mean, Crim just went on a 14 streak right there?
Yep.
It's extremely impressive. It's impressive he can able to count as many kills as he has in a row.
These guys are just all heated up at the right time, and honestly, if they can continue playing like this, I feel so sorry for Stunner in this series. Of course, Stunner need to win 2 best of 5 to have any chance of pushing, to win the championship, of course. And it's just going to be so hard for them. It really is. I mean, right now, there's 2.5 minutes left. They're about to break the 100-point mark, and OpTic Gaming are almost at 200, so OpTic in full control of this series.
Yeah, OpTic's definitely in control of this hard point. If you're a Stunner, just try and get it as close as you can, gain some momentum. Obviously, the crowd plays a big part in it as well, keeping that momentum and OpTic's there. But Stunner, you have to just kind of rally around the teammates you have in the booth and kind of form some kind of momentum.
Crim6 already with 41 kills with over 2 minutes to play. How many kills is Crim going to end on this series? Formal, he's about to hit 40 himself. So these two just heating up together at the right time. And, Skunk's 2 kills away from 30 bomb, and Nadeshot's almost positive as well.
I mean, right, that's why you kind of picked up Crim and Formal. I mean, for games like this, right, when they can just take over, and if you have 2 players like that can take over, and obviously Scum capable as well, I mean, it is a very difficult roster to beat.
kind of want to just stay on board with Crimsix for the closing part of this game because he is just a man on a mission. There's two, almost found himself a three-piece, 5 kills away from a 50 bomb in the first hard point of the grand finals here at UMG Orlando. Crim with many players actually in front of him right there. And it looks like he's going to go for the challenge. Cleans up another kill, 4 kills away from 50. Going to secure the hard point as well, but looking for more kills. Crim desperate to hit 50.
Yeah, I was going to say he's playing super aggressive right now, Ben. He is on the hunt
3
for this
kills.
50 bomb. 3 kills away, and he's going to run straight through over that up hang, and he's going to try. He's definitely going to push these spawns out, try and go for it.
Yeah, without a doubt. At this point, this game's over.
Yeah.
OpTic Gaming take game 1. It's just Crim wants bragging rights. He wants to drop 50 kills, 48, 2 more kills, 49, surely gets it. Crimsix 1 kill away from 50 with some phenomenal plays coming in on the hill. Formal, he's close to 45 kills. He needs 3 more. And Crim's just going to go looking for kills at this point, and that's going to be his 50th kill. Crimsix drops 50. And now, can Formal get anywhere close to 50 as well? There's 43 for him. OpTic Gaming just putting on a clinic. And if I'm OpTic, I don't even want to go on the hill. I just want to get kills. I just want to embarrass Stunner at this point.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. You know, it sets a precedent for the rest of the series. Obviously, no, to win, and you know, the shape that they're winning right now, it's one thing. But you know, for have 2 players drop 50, it's really tough to look at that scoreboard after if you're Stunner. Formal thinks he finished that one player. He's got 45 kills, 20 seconds left. Does not look likely, but Crim is 52 and 30.
That's just unbelievable. It really is for a player to put up a performance like that in the first map, and he's going to get more kills as well. That's the scary thing. 53. He could almost end at 55 actually if he could find 2 more kills, but Stunner, they're not going to allow him. Look at them, they're just AFK in the spawn. They don't want to allow Formal to get anywhere near 50. But OpTic Gaming make a serious statement on map number 1, Matt.
Yeah, that was a big statement game right there out of OpTic Gaming, especially Crimsix. I mean, 53 kills and 16 captures. I mean, he is just playing so aggressive all around the hard point.
I actually want to see the scoreboard and see how many defense these players got. Only 4 for Crim, of course, but the defense only counting when both players are on the hill. And that was the big thing about the way OpTic played that. They were staying so much off the hill, they could allow players to just sit down on the hill and pick up so much free time, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they were able to get tons of chunks of free time because, you know, they just pushed those hard points out very far, and, you know, the spawns are so far away. And then, I mean, Crim just absolutely phenomenal. Same with Formal. I mean, 45 kills for him as well. Just can't say enough about the slaying at OpTic Gaming.
The KD ratio. 1.77 for Crimsix, or 1.45 from Formal. Nadeshot going positive 1.18, so he's almost close to achieving his overall 1 KD for the event, which was his target going in.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, with everybody going positive for OpTic Gaming, actually, no, Scump actually finished negative, which is shocking. But, you know, we are going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to have S&D coming up next in Stunner against OpTic Gaming here in the grand finals.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. UMG Orlando Grand Final. OpTic Gaming going up against Stunner for the 3rd time this event. And OpTic Gaming are 1-0 up in extraordinary fashion. See Keemstar sat at the front row, giving a friendly little wave to the camera. That's right, Keem, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, now, you know, we're going to have Detroit on S&D, Ben. This is going to be a must-win for Stunner. I mean, after that first hard point, you know, Crim and Formal went absolutely massive. If Stunner's going to have any chance of, you know, winning this series, it's going to be, you know, it's going to start here.
Now, what's really interesting is earlier on, the second time these two teams played in the Wiz Bracket Final, I said, I'm really glad the search and destroy wasn't Detroit. In my mind, it's OpTic's weakest search. So, for me, Stunner are going to go ahead and take this map.
Yeah, when Crim asked for the maps before, he kind of made a face when this one came up. He was okay with retreat hardpoint. He didn't really care for this one. He was like, this is kind of a rough one for us.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for OpTic Gaming to try and pick up. We're going to kick things off on board with Nadeshot with a sniper rifle. Misses the first shot on Vexed. Formal, of course, has that bomb. Look at the aggression coming in from Formal, but already first blood comes in from TJ.
Yeah, and I like the aggression though here out of Formal. He's going to have one player in his sights, going to take him out. And I love the play right here, you know, just getting so aggressive behind the opposing team.
Needs to be careful because a bit of COD timing going on. Scump with a couple of players behind it, but actually, potential for a gunfight in the spawn. We'll see if Scump's actually going to push out here. Formal in support, but Flex gets the kill on Nadeshot, and if Formal isn't careful, he may get shut down here as well. 1 versus 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough position for Formal. I mean, you know, they tried something very different off the start here. I think, you know, you can see that they're not too confident in their Detroit S&D game. They went a little bit with a reckless play, you know, trying to go all the way around. Formal able to pick up one, though, and the players from Stunner very far away from each other.
33 seconds left. And as you said, Perplexed and TJ with a little bit of a gap between them, that's for sure. Still looking at Formal's perspective, time is ticking. Formal's going to have to make a play. He manages to get the bomb down now. Can he win the gunfight against TJ? No! TJ Haley comes out on top, wins the gunfight, and is going to get that defuse. And Stunner are going to go 1-0 up.
Yeah, I know. I thought he was actually going to hear him on bomb. So we were both kind of silent, like trying to figure out if he was going to peek around the corner and hear those sounds. But he did not. But as soon as he saw bomb go down, knew Formal was right there, able to pick up that kill, though. Although Formal was able to get a few shots off, I thought he might have been able to pull that one off.
If he'd have got that kill, you have to favor him to clutch up in that 1 versus 1. But now Stunner go on to the attacking side. It's going to be TJ, whose perspective we take for this round. And I like this, you know. Stunner doing something a little different compared to what we saw last round.
Yeah, I like this aggressive push out of Stunner. You know, they took that solo round in that first series, you know, in the winter bracket finals by playing aggressive, and I think that's the way they need to play on S&D. And hits up very fast as he's able to take out Crimsix right there.
Nice play coming in from TJ. Extends his streak to 3. Perplexed, of course, is 2-0 as well. TJ peeks out the window. Player in front of him picks up another kill. That's Scumpy now. Left 1 versus 2. Scump was originally a 1 versus 3, but he has taken down Hugh. And he did actually just see a player there. And as you can see on your screens now, Bomb has gone down over at that B site. Scumpy currently sitting at 2-1. Has to try and go clutch. Puts a couple of shots down. Doesn't actually connect. And now needs to be aggressive, Matt.
Yeah, I think he gave away his positioning right there as you see the players from Stunner moving around, just trying to hunt him down. They're able to find him pretty quickly, and Stunner, they are going to go up 2-0.
Nice plays coming in from Perplexed as he goes 3-0. And of course, TJ still 4-0. Fantastic shots from Perplexed, not missing at all with that ASM 1. Nadeshot and Krim with a pretty slow start here on Detroit. Both currently sitting at 0-2. But as we go over to the third round, once again, OpTic Gaming going to be on the attacking side. And I want to see Formal off the break.
Yeah, you know, Formal right off the break. He's actually going to be the bomb carrier for OpTic Gaming. Something a little bit different, you know, not letting Nade carry the bomb. He's going to play a little bit more back in the base, you know, with that sniper rifle. But one thing I wanted to say is, you know, Krim had that monster game 1, right? You know, we've seen Krim before, you know, tries to just play so aggressive, ramp up the pace. He can't play that way in S&D against Stunner. Using it against him right now. So he's going to go 0-3 to start this one off.
Scumpy looks to get a pick. Does so. That's his second kill this round. 2 versus 2. Scumpy and Nadeshot. Scumpy turns around, picks up his third. Scumpy for the ace. Wow. Apparently, Scumpy just taking his time. Reload. Scumpy gets the ace. I didn't want to give anything away, but Scumpy has to jump directly over the player from Stunner. Managed to turn around and pick up that kill. And that gives OpTic Gaming their first round in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, did not want to, you know, spoil that, you know, maybe they went right by each other, but Hugh trying to go back in there, challenge Scump, not able to do it. Scump with the ace, trying to get that momentum back in the favor of OG, and right there you can see in the Stunner booth, they look a little bit shocked by that one.
Just a little. Scumpy going big. 6-2 to start off this game, but Perplex is 5-1, and TJ is 4-1 as well. So Stunner definitely keeping up the tempo in Detroit. Just destroys Perplexus for the pre-fire. He just got destroyed. Vex has the bomb in hand. He's going to have a player in the middle map. He falls, and now Q left all by himself. 1 versus 2. Puts a couple of shots down, and
yeah, he killed both of them that fast, Ben.
Are you
able
serious?
to clutch that. Yeah, no, he killed that first player, I think, before we were on board with him and able to take out that second one almost instantaneously. So if you see the final kill cam right there, just a phenomenal play out of Hugh with those nice headshots on Nade right there to be able to clutch that 2v1.
Nice plays coming out from Hugh there as that extends Stunner's lead in this Search and Destroy to 3 rounds to 1. And of course, rounds are going to be switched. OpTic Gaming back onto the attacking side, and I feel we kind of have to watch Scumpy off the break when he's 7-3 with just 4 rounds gone.
Yeah, we definitely have to stay on with Scump, but if you can just highlight Krim so we can see what he's doing. You know, right now, 0-4 is actually very passive. And Scump going to get this first engagement. He's taken out. Formal goes down as well. Krim putting in shots, just not able to finish anybody. That was pretty crazy, Ben.
1 versus 4. Krim with so much work to do. Finally connects with his first kill. Great knowledge from Krim. Not going to find the second, but you know, Krim tagged up multiple players there, and you know, I think he had about 2 players there from Stunner. 1 shot, just unfortunate not to actually pick up any of those kills. But Stunner, and this is something that you need to give him props for. After completely getting destroyed in that first hard point, have come back in the search and destroy as composed as anything. And this is the first time for a lot of these guys, you know, on main stage. First time for all of them in a grand final, especially of an event at this stage.
Yeah, I asked them before we started this match. I was like, you know, what was your highest placings before this? Because I was just wondering off the top of my head. And they were saying top 12. So they've never experienced anything like this ever. So, you know, to go down in that first series and lose all momentum and lose that 3-0, you can see that coming. But right here, you know, showing that fight back in the grand finals.
Yeah, that's really good to see. Perplexed is going to pick up a kill. Makes it 2 versus 3. As his teammate up, as Perplexed gets a second. Nicely played coming in from him. 2 versus 2 now. Him and Vex need to try and work something out. Perplexed currently sitting at 8-2. If you can find both Formal and Nadeshot, that will give him the ace.
I think they should play this a little bit slower, Glenn. I know, they know they're going to try and rotate OpTic, so they're going to try and wait this out. But I think if Stunner just tries to, outpace OpTic here, they're going to have a good chance of winning this. So you see Vex take out Formal right there. Going to be all up to Nadeshot here in this 2v1, and I like the play that Stunner is making right here.
Everyone just kind of slowing down the tempo a little bit. Perplexed and Vex looking for a big round here. Of course, this will take it 5-1. Nadeshot with a lot of work to do. Sees a player in the middle of the map. That is going to be Perplexed. And 23 seconds left. Time is ticking. He's going to peek. Needs to be careful. Play it just as right. He isn't going to see him. He pushes into the left-hand side, and Nadeshot falls. And Stunner go 5-1 up here in Search and Destroy.
I think Nate should have pushed that guy on the truck. If he was able to push that guy on the truck, he knew the other player probably had a bomb getting it down over by B. If you're able to push that guy out at the truck, and I think you're going to have to win that one-on-one anyway. He's the first player you got to challenge.
Yeah, ultimately by going left first, he ended up being shot from both sides.
Right.
So, Nadeshot 1 of 5, Crim 1 and 6. So Crim still struggling a little bit in Search and Destroy. And actually, I want to see his perspective this round. See if he can try and turn things around. We saw him get a tad unlucky with a couple of shots in the offensive round prior to this one. We'll see if he can try and pick up his second kill of the game.
Yeah, sometimes when you're playing so fast and that hardpoint carries over in Search and Destroy, definitely working against Crim here in this one. 1 and 7, struggling a little bit against Stunner.
Scump and Formal left alive, but Perplexed with a fantastic game of Search and Destroy. 8-2. Got to give him a lot of props, especially considering he's kind of struggled a little bit in parts of the winners bracket final. Definitely playing better. Formal 1 versus 3. And they know exactly where he is as well. Hugh managed to shut down Scump, of course, in that last round. Formal, watch out, Formal goes down. Formal, watch out, Formal goes down. And Stunner get a huge 6-1 victory.
Yeah, Stunner's going to get some confidence back out of that one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. UMG Orlando. Oh, we're just giving the crowd some love. Love this crowd. Here
Yeah,
at
they've
UMG.
been great the whole weekend.
They've been awesome, just chanting and getting loud for some good plays. And speaking of good plays, we've seen so many good plays here at UMG Orlando. We thought Columbus was great. I remember when I was trying to make my top 5 plays, Matt, I was kind of like, I don't even know where to start. Here, we've had 1v3s, we've had 1v4 clutches, we've had unbelievable kill streaks. We've seen some sick play, just everything, Matt. It's been a fantastic event.
Well, I mean, you can clip that Crim hardpoint on retreat and put that in your top 5 right away. I mean, I don't think that one really needs to be thought about. Right now, we have Scump on one team against everybody else, so it's not going to work. Okay, here we go. This is more like it. There we go. 4v4. That's how it's played.
Yeah, that does make it a little bit better. Of course, we went to a listen-in with OpTic Gaming in the hardpoint. But what I want to do at the start of this CTF Live is actually go to a listen-in with Stunner, simply because I want to see how they're communicating now after that 6-1 demolition of OpTic in Search and Destroy.
Got me, purple, got me purple.
Turn purple, turn purple, turn purple.
Yo, he's in blue, he's in blue. He's dead. Yo, he got me, formal.
Top purple, top from bottom purple. Purple push out.
Purple, Crim. He's gonna pull,
Yeah, he is, I got, oh, fuck.
Where they pulling? They're pulling green.
Are they?
Looks like they're pulling green.
Go pull.
You want me to pull?
Yeah, yo, mid bottom. Pull it green.
I got one.
Orange tube, orange missed my knife.
Let's go, baby.
Oh,
Get
good
3.
shit.
Good read.
No, down low snow. One hit. 4 of them.
Let's go, Tom. Tom, I have her mid bio.
Yo, just slay with the flag.
Oh, bottom of the base.
Hey, come green, guys.
That's one.
Yo, ice two,
Top
ice
their
two,
spawn,
ice two,
top their
ice two,
spawn.
Top this one dead. Top this
ice
one
two,
dead.
give me mid bottom.
I got 2.
Nice, Shoop, let's go. Go for the flag.
I'm.
I think one guy's already on our base,
There's
yeah.
one mid bio, yeah, he is.
He's on the base. Two.
One guy's on our base, one
Scump
guy's
and
on our
someone
base.
else.
One's bottom orange. Bottom orange, Nadeshot.
Alright, good job.
They're killing our, oh no. Guys, stun bottom green, stun bottom green,
man,
stun bottom green.
Two mid bio,
bottom
two mid
green.
bio. Two mid bio.
I got one.
Nice. Yo, side green.
Oh, one shot front blue.
Elbow.
I got one elbow.
I That's three. That's three. Let's get scum.
He's one in.
Scum. Pick up green on spawn.
Oh, that's you, my bad.
Pick up green. Pick up green.
Scum
Pick up green.
said.
I'm going green. You picking it up, Luke?
No.
I got green. One
One spawn green.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. That's
Pull it, pull it, pull it.
three.
Go.
No.
Green.
Oh,
Pull through orange.
hey.
Green, Scum got me. You went elbow.
Everybody with the flag.
One for flip.
Stop purple, guys.
I got him.
Let's go. You should go big.
No, there's two. Two
I'm
green.
going for the flag.
Two green.
Stay with him.
Yo, come down. You should come down.
I'll stop blue, I think.
Alright, if he is, come towards me.
Trying to hold
Bottom
purple.
blue.
I'm holding
There's one
purple.
There's two over there.
Bottom blue in the corner. I
They're
think you went back
stunning
blue.
me, they're stunning me.
Sam had purple?
I have it.
I'm watching blue. Yo, bottom blue.
I got one.
Bottom blue, one shot.
I'm going for the flag.
He's just camping there.
He's in blue.
Another one there.
Yeah,
Scumps
fucking
with the flag. With the
I'm
flag.
gonna push out blue.
Hey, purple.
Flag guy, one shot.
Purple.
Got him.
Dead.
You got green?
Get the ring.
No, there's one more. There's one more.
Yeah,
What are we
fine.
looking for?
Matt, an extremely long stalemate situation right now in CTF Biolab. Things getting a little tense. You hear the boys at Stunner not really getting pumped, but really trying to concentrate as hard as they can. That flag looking as if it could actually be returned in the mini-map. It's picked up once again. It's going to be Crimsix. Crimsix turns around. Can he get the kill? No, he can't. That flag will be returned, and the first flag will go in for Stunner, giving them a 1-0 lead. But that was reminding me of the MW3 days of CTF, where you just had stalemates which could last the full side. That was very, very slow indeed. And so right now, TJ looking to try and pull the flag once again. He is going to fall. Formal has Stunner's flag as well, Matt, and it's looking like he may try and stay his way out, but he falls once again.
Yeah, but I don't think they get the flag return, Ben. As you're going to see Scump pick that up. He's going to be chased by Hook right here. Not able to get him, but it looks like they're going to try and fight this with flag down again. Back to base. Stunner doing a good job on the defensive. That was definitely one of the longest stalemates I've ever seen.
It was, yeah, especially in Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
The game's so fast-paced, but both the teams playing it very, very slow, dedicating 3 players each to defend that flag carrier, and only 1 player pushing. Nadeshot, he's going to fall mid-map. Stumpy's 12-6, though, so he's off to a good start. Last 1 minute, 15 seconds. 4 players from OpTic Gaming go down. Huke's going to be pulling that flag. However, there is a player from OpTic Gaming directly behind him. It's Krim. He picks up 1. He picks up 2, and he gets that flag return as well. Nicely done from Krim.
Yeah, that was really poorly played right there from Stunner. You know, the player in front of Hook in mid-Biolab needed to turn around and watch his back. There's no reason to watch the front by Purple. You had just killed all 4 players. Yeah, he couldn't have gotten there that fast. He should have either went through that middle area and tried to cut off the overextension, or just watch his back as he pulled that mid-bio.
Nadeshot's going to fall. 4 and 13 start for him. He's definitely going to need to pick things up in that second side. Of course, 40 seconds left of round 1. CTF Biolab here in the grand final. UMG Orlando Formal with some amazingly accurate shots right there. Picks up his 8th kill. Vex is still going to be in there, but you see Scumpy actually pick that up. And OpTic Gaming trying to mount maybe one last push with 30 seconds left. But in fact, Formal decides, nope, he wants to just backtrack and make sure his flag isn't pulled. Tagged up from the side, and Nadeshot does go for a pull, but so does TJ Halley. Naley's actually gone down, and TJ could actually be able to cap this flag.
Yeah, and I was going to say, OpTic couldn't get desperate here in the last 30 seconds, try and go for a pull. No way he's
gonna
going
get
to
it.
get it, but
Oh.
actually he's going to go down. It's going to be 1 player from Stunner in position. It's going to be Perplexed, and is he going to be able to get this one in?
Once again, no! He went for the power and boost, and he doesn't get it. You see him.
He thought he had it.
He thought he had
But he
it,
didn't.
but he was not able to get that. 0.1 second too late. Perplexed picked up the kill. Just unfortunately could not pick up that cap right at the very end. That boost jump actually, I don't think it helped him. If he'd have dashed forward, he may have been able to get that.
Yeah.
Just a knee slide.
If he dashed forward, he might have been able to get that, but I think it really started where TJ went down the middle instead of going towards Purple. If he went through Purple, he had another teammate there. Could have been in support if he was taken out right away. A little bit faster, would have been able to pick that up.
OpTic Gaming getting a little bit of look on their side. As at the half, it's still just a 1 flag deficit. Could have been 2 if there was 0.5 seconds longer. 4 players from OpTic go down. And right now, no one in a position to pull the flag just yet.
Yeah, it's going to be Vex. He's actually going to try and pull flag, green plat, but down 1-0 in this CTF, Ben. I want to go on a listen in with OpTic Gaming to see how they're going to bring this back.
I'm bottom hut. I spawn green. Top their base, 2 top their base.
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Top their base, I need help.
Hold on, step.
And purple on top of the base. Purple on top of the
He's
base.
on me. He's on their bottom flag. They're bottom
Watch out,
flag.
back snaps, dude.
Guys, they're playing D.
Yeah. Just hide for a sec. Nice. That was big.
He's in our blue to our flag. He's gonna pull.
Orange tunnel.
Guys,
Let's
guy on
go.
our flag, son.
One guy behind you,
One's on our
follow.
flag. One's on our flag. Blue.
One's outside green also.
Top blue.
I think two spawn green.
No, top blue dead.
Spawn green. Okay, good job. That's fine. I just gotta win the spawn. Okay.
He's above me somewhere. I don't know where he dropped.
Up the base. Alright, I'm going orange tunnel. Up the base, one hit.
Orange tunnel, watch out.
Watch out. Dude, I
Orange tunnel,
can't.
green
Seth, you gotta go big. I'm on circle.
Orange tunnel,
circle.
one's up the base. Alright, we got 3 minutes. We got a lot of time, boys.
One's in square.
Yeah,
in
square.
square.
Two in square.
Guys, we're playing really weird. We can't be OE in both screen. We got it. Alright, we're good.
Orange tunnel, top their base.
Seth, we gotta stay alive at our base.
Top their base, watch out. One guy was orange tunnel.
Blue, Seth, blue.
Nice. That's 2. Which one's that? 3.
Nice.
Let's go on the flag. They're playing hella D, dude.
Alright, listen.
He's gonna
I'm
fuck
in
him
square.
over.
He went top Eskies.
Do our normal setup. I'll get pulls out. Let's go, boys.
This guy went towards top Eskies. There's one there top
He's near orange
base.
tunnel. He's near
Top their
orange
base,
tunnel.
Seth. And green.
He's top the base.
I'll go.
Nice. One more top the base.
You ready?
He's
Top
on
Eskies. They might spawn green. They might spawn green.
Orange tunnel.
Nice.
They win.
Nice, Ian.
Pull orange tunnel. Pull to me.
No, he got me.
All
Orange
good,
tunnel.
all good.
Free fire. They're all there. They're all
Yeah,
rapping.
they're rapping their back. They're gonna keep rapping
OE
back.
purple. OE purple. Every spot. One's top the base.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll get him. Top the base, one shot, absolute. 3 top the base. I got one more there.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Top the base.
Top the base. He dropped down bottom Eskies.
Backstairs.
Backstairs and behind you, Seth. Last guy's Eskies. Eskies. Somewhere.
You got help.
I got him. Nice. Go.
Might be behind me.
I got. Go get blue cut. I got a.
Yeah, I'm watching blue cut. I got blue cut.
Square.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Looks like.
I'm trying to get top.
He's in purple. Good job. Watch cut now. Green crane. Top green crane.
He's running in.
One more. He's going for it. All good.
One more on our flag.
Nice job.
Alright, 3 dead. We're gonna OE to their base. They're gonna be top their base. And top Eskies. He's top their base. Oh, that's dead body.
Nothing orange tunnel.
Top their base.
One shot.
At that glitch.
Orange tunnel. Top their base, guys. Come on.
Orange tunnel dead.
Top their base.
One back snow.
All right, coming off that listening with OpTic Gaming, Ben, I got to wonder why they started overextending so early. I mean, 5 minutes, they had a full round right here, and they started overextending right away, getting a little bit desperate, going one-on-one towards the base. Didn't really understand that.
Yeah, you can see we mentioned this earlier on. Whenever he plays CTF, he just plays so defensive. He's just that last man, and it's such an issue. OpTic Gaming really struggling at trying to pull that flag. They had a couple of attempts, and Nadeshot got so close, wasn't able to cap it. Minute 33 still to go. Nadeshot pushing up, picks up one. Gonna get that flag. Now can he get away? You see OpTic Gaming putting a lot of pressure on Perplex. Is gonna pick up one. Nadeshot still trying to run across snow. He may actually be okay here if he can cut through purple. His teammate's gonna not win that gunfight. Actually, that was fumble, but Nadeshot's just gonna go for it. Teammate needs to cover his right-hand side. Nate goes down. Crim6, is he in a position to get the kill from long range? No, he's not. And Vexed is gonna get that flag away.
Yeah, and it's the same issue. They're able to get the flag all the way out, but nobody's ever watching their own flag. So they're able to have 3 players from center get right to that flag, make those stops.
Big play from Nadeshot. Gonna delay that flag. It's gonna be Vexed. Vexed is up top, and that flag will be returned. Now, can Nadeshot start something? Can he go for the flagpole? Looking for the kill on TJ. TJ's gonna jump down and challenge him. Actually wins that gunfight. Meanwhile, Crim6 desperately trying to pick up more kills. He's gonna go down as well. And OpTic in the last 40 seconds, Matt, just need to compose themselves and go for one really, really well-structured push.
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't really understand why they started overextending right away, but no, they've already committed to that choice. They're going to have to go for it right now, and I would like to see them pull flag out snow right here and just pull it straight at the 2 players from Stunner.
Well, both those kills actually gone down. Crim, he's going to pull it straight down the middle. Now, one play again, the cuts, it's going to be Nadeshot. Picks up one. There's a player actually directly behind him, and he didn't actually need to go for that shot. However, Vexed, is he going to get stunned? Yes, he is. 13 seconds left, and Crim6 gets the capture. That's going to level up the game. And Matt, we're going to be going over to some overtime.
Yeah, that was an absolutely huge play right there from Crim. Able to score that flag with about 15 seconds left. Going to force this OT. I don't want to say necessarily got lucky, but they pulled that one out
that was
pretty crazy.
Perplexed who actually got that kill on Nadeshot.
He should
now,
have just kept going.
If he didn't get that kill, Crim wouldn't have known he was going to be there. Because the only reason Crim threw that stun out in the first place was because obviously Nadeshot called that out to Crim. If he plays that a little bit smarter, he could have got that kill and they could have won that game.
If he would have just snuck by and not have shot at Nade and got to that back of blue, he might have been able to kill 2 players right there and buy his team some time to get over towards that flag, try and make a play, but not able to do so, did not play it that way, so we are going to go into OT.
So, overtime here in the grand final. Of course, it's all tied up 1-1 in maps, and Stunner need to win 2 best-of-5s to take the UMG Orlando Championship. Perplexed on your screens, though. is going to pick up one. He's 28 and 23. Huke 27 and 21. Those two guys putting up massive digits, and surprise, surprise, Huke's going to play it passively. TJ tries to pull the flag. He's not going to get very far. But Plex now trying to push towards Crimsix. He's going to go down as well. Stunner Vex is not going to pick that one up, unfortunately. So everyone's just going to reset and play for map control once again.
What's your opinion on Huke playing so defensively on this map? You know, we've seen it work earlier for them, but you know, against OpTic Gaming in this series, you know how offensively minded they are and how aggressive they are. I don't think it's the right play.
Especially not in overtime. I feel in overtime, if you're going to go for a flag, you need to, push forward and go for those cuts. He's just playing so passively that at times, he's leaving his teammates to win 3v4s, 2v3s, etc. That it kind of puts him at a disadvantage. But of course, it does give him that security blanket of making sure that, no one from OpTic Gaming is going to sneak through and pull that flag because, it may not be the right play, but he's doing it very well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, a little bit. It makes a little bit of sense. He's doing this very well, playing this defensive role. But like you also said, leaving his teammates out to play 3v4 basically in the OG base, trying to get those flags, going to make it extremely difficult. And obviously, Huke, probably the second best slayer on this team. I think TJ Haley, obviously, being the other main slayer. They're really losing a lot of that raw gun skill around the OG base.
And you see Huke is just going to be on top of this green plat, waiting patiently above his own flag, and one play to the left-hand side. It's going to be Scumpy. Scump dashes away. Huke does pick up the kill. However, there's going to be more players. OpTic Gaming going to flood it. Can Huke pick up the second kill? Yes, he can. Looks for the third. Gets the kill on Crimsix, and that's what we're talking about, Matt. It may not be the best strategy, but he just does it so well.
Sometimes you just throw strategy out the window. I mean, that was pretty ridiculous. There's no explanation for that. OG going to get 3-piece right there by Huke. That would have been a pretty good flag pull if they were able to get it out, but he's heating up on a 4 streak right now, on a 5 streak, Ben, lighting it up with that bell.
And the problem OpTic Gaming going to have is he's getting aggressive, pushing down that Snow side. Perplexed is going to pick up that kill. He's going to go down. Vexed once again trying to push down Snow, but OpTic Gaming survived that push from Stunner. Stunner going to sit back and reset. TJ is going to be on your screens for now as he hunts down some OpTic Gaming players in their base. Jumps up, picks up one. Now looks for the second, goes for the flagpole, finds the second, gets the kill as well. And he looks like he's going to opt to run it towards platform, and he should actually be away. Looking at that minimap, only one play from OpTic Gaming in a position to stop it. It's going to be Scumpy. Scumpy picks up one. Can he find the flag carrier? No, he's not going to be able to do so. And TJ is going to get the capture. 2 minutes 46. Matt, not by any means the fastest flag we've ever seen, but with the way Huke is defending his own flag, OpTic Gaming are really going to struggle to get a flag out.
Yeah, Scump stunned himself right there at the end, but I don't think it would have made a difference. I think TJ had already gotten beyond that right-hand wall, not able to, pick up that kill regardless. But Ben, what I want to do is I want to go in and listen in during this OT for OpTic Gaming, see if they can score this flag in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
One's chasing, top the base.
I got one. Let's top their base, two top their base.
No, that's me. One guy on me. He's blue. Go somewhere. Big Winnie in. I have flag out. Let's go, I stun him. Back up. On me, green, guys. He's one shot, go for it. Let's go, baby. Let's go, boy.
Let's go, man.
Let's go, boy. Seth, give me some, baby. Yeah. Let's go, baby. That's what I like to see.
This is over. Come back, uplink, man. It's over. Let's go!
I played that flag so good. I hope you guys.
Well, you heard it there from Scump himself. Come back uplink. It's over. An unbelievable CTF overtime there for OpTic Gaming. They didn't waste any time. Formal played it just smart enough to make sure he got that flag capture. And Scump dropped 40 and 27 that game, Matt. Phenomenal plays from him.
Yeah, huge slaying out of Scump, but the one player by Stunner, he opted to try and sneak around like we said they should have done that last time. But Formal able to put on the juke moves, and like Scump said, next map's going to be come back uplink. So stay tuned. We're going to have map number 4 here in the grand finals.
UMG Orlando. We're going over to come back uplink. And we saw Stunner clutch up massively in the losers bracket final on this map. But OpTic Gaming's best map when it comes to uplink 2. This one is going to be pretty intense, I feel.
Yeah, both of us during that commercial break, we're talking to each other, and we think this one's going to be pretty crazy.
Yes.
After seeing, how the Stunner played that last uplink game against Denal, and the way we've seen OpTic Gaming play this uplink just in general, during the weekend tournaments and online, it just spells for a pretty crazy game. Teams figuring out whose teams they're on. They figured everything out.
Good. That's always, especially
They should know by now. We're at Sunday.
Yeah, you would think. Championship Sunday, you'll know who your teammates are. So, it's going to be Stunner on the good side here of uplink comeback first of all, and Hugh is going to be pushing towards that. He picks up one. However, already 3 of his teammates have gone down. No one getting control of the satellite drone just yet, though, Matt.
Yeah, that was a very aggressive push through that glass building for OpTic Gaming at the start. I don't think anybody from Stunner expected them to push that fast, and usually don't see teams push that because it spawns the opposing team right underneath their uplink goal. Very difficult to get those 2-point scores.
It took 30 seconds for someone to finally go for the drone. Shows just how much slaying these guys are trying to do around that drone. And now Stunner are going to need to do some defensive work because OpTic Gaming who have the drone. It's going to be Crimsix. And Crimsix could just go for the alley-oop. Has forward support. OpTic Gaming go 2-0 into the lead. And, you know, we mentioned it earlier on, but OpTic Gaming's bad side, or the game's bad side, I should say, is OpTic Gaming's kind of good side as well. They don't really struggle on the bad side because of the strategies they actually have.
They have so much raw slaying power that I don't think it matters in this map. This map is just all about the gun skills. Such a fast-paced, symmetrical map. That's really all you need, and it's going to look like Nadeshot going to be able to get a 2-point score right there. OpTic Gaming starting off this uplink comeback very hot, Ben, 4-0.
Stunner are going to need to respond soon, otherwise they're going to lose a lot of momentum in this game. Crimsix laying around the outside of the drone, tries to pick up one, not going to happen. Nadeshot, last man alive, needs to defend the satellite drone. It's going to be Vex. Vex is going to get away now. Is he going to go for one or is he going to go for two? Looking at that minimap, he may just try and force the two, but arguably should have gone for one. Big defensive plays coming out of OpTic Gaming. Satellite drone in the hands of Crim. 4 players go down, and Crim is just going to run that one out of his base.
Yeah, they're going to try and rotate this drone around green. They're going to make a push for another cap. Crim trying to swing, misses with that drone, but they're able to pick up those kills. Drone's still down. It looks like Scump is going to be able to pick that up. Formal picking up some kills, and they are going to get another score, 6-0. Right now, Stunner just needs to stop the bleeding. They need to slow the game down a little bit, gain some momentum, but you see OpTic just keeps slaying them out, Ben, just 4 dead constantly.
That's a Nadeshot with a pass to Scumpy. If Scumpy wins that gunfight, that would have been massive. Scump starting off 11-5. Nadeshot, 10-5. He just wins a gunfight. Looks like he's going to go for another 2-point play. Play shooting out, and he gets it! 8 points, and Matt, if OpTic Gaming get another 2-point play, this is going to be over very, very quickly.
Yeah, I know Stunner just cannot get anything going here, Ben. We constantly see them go 4 down every time pretty much they spawn up. OpTic Gaming just doing a great job controlling the response.
Crimsix.
He's going to go to his
left.
left.
He's going to go for 2. He has a teammate saying Crimsix. They're going to get the 2-point play, and that's the half. 2 minutes, 38 seconds. Stunner have so much work to do, Matt.
You see Scum absolutely fired up in the booth. Crim, he's laughing hysterically. He looks like he's choking on his water, but Stunner has a huge mountain to climb in front of him. OpTic Gaming extremely hot. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to try and beat this.
I just don't know how they're going to do it. On the, inverted commas, bad side, Matt, they have just over 2.5 minutes to get 10 points. Stunner just need to turn up right now.
Yeah, they're going to need a massive second half if they're going to come out and beat that score. You see Crib taking out 2 players right away. Hugh trying to make something happen, able to take out 2 players of his own, taking out Nadeshot and Crim, but he's killed by Scump. Scump pretty aggressive here in this comeback uplink, 17-6.
Next, with the drone, he's going to fall. Hugh, last man alive, needs to do big defensive plays. However, Formal with the drone, Formal looks like he's going to try and beat down. TJ decides to just not bother, tries to go for the 2-point play. He is going to fall, and already, we're under 2 minutes, and Stunner needs 10 points, Matt. This is just going to be damn near impossible.
Yeah, they're going to have to start slaying pretty quick. You see Formal and Nade picking up kills, Scump getting kills of their own. I think Stunner really needs to focus on slaying if they're going to try and make any type of comeback. Hugh trying all he can do, taking out 2 players, not able to take out Scump. Drone's going to be played right now, Ben. 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. Does not look good for Stunner.
Scumpy is 20-7. Unbelievable. 3 streak right now. 21-7. 4 streak right now. Picks up the drone. Oh, 22-7. 5 streak. And Scumpy goes for the 1-point play. Connects with the 1-point play. He is doing everything right now for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, OpTic Gaming just, they can't be stopped right now. They are just absolutely on fire. Nade looks like he's going to try and go for that 1-point score. Does not get it. Gets it into the opposing team's base. Looks like they're going to have to run that drone now. Not enough time to play it. 3 kills come in, but it might just be too late. I think it is too late right here, Ben.
I really do. I just can't see it happening. 58 seconds left. I'm not even sure if there's actually enough time in the game to do it. Formal has the drone. He's just going to reset it. And to be honest with you, this is just looking fantastic from OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, they played this first part absolutely perfect. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better start, on that first side. Obviously, win 10-0, 2 minutes only. 30 seconds left in this game, Ben. I think we can pretty much write this one off.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say GG. OpTic Gaming are your UMG Orlando Grand Champions. Perplex is going to score for 2, but it honestly doesn't matter. Phenomenal plays from OpTic here in the grand final. And to be honest, the crowd chanting, it's all over.
Yeah, the crowd's chanting, it's all over.
It is all over, and it's been over for a while. When OpTic Gaming managed to just get 10 points in 2 minutes and like 34 seconds, how do you expect a team to reply to that? You just simply can't. The players have stopped. OpTic, start the high fives in the booth, Matt. And OpTic Gaming, as we said, your UMG Orlando Grand Champions.
Yeah, I mean, you would not have expected this with the way they played Friday, but right now they're able to. You see Grim and Nate hugging it out in the booth. Now they were able to turn it around Saturday, and then coming into today, I mean, they just played absolutely amazing. The guys from OpTic fired up, all smiles. I mean, they just played phenomenal. Same goes to Stunner. I mean, showed up all weekend. Just got overmatched right there.
Let's be honest, no one except you had Stunner in their top 8. No one in their right mind would have expected Stunner to do as well as they have. They have made a massive name for themselves. I mean, TJ had one of the arguably best plays in the tournament from the losers bracket final, but OpTic Gaming coming out and proving out to be too strong, picking up their first Advanced Warfare Championship.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of expected this when this roster formed. I mean, you didn't expect it to take long for them to become the champions. You see right there, Chris from UMG bringing out the check, gonna hand it to OpTic Gaming, as they are your UMG Orlando champions. Yeah,
phenomenal performance from them. Sensational plays from them.
And we are going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have an interview with OpTic Gaming, your UMG Orlando Grand Champions.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to UMG Orlando. We just saw the final matchup between OpTic Gaming and Stunner. Your conclusion, OpTic Gaming winning it. Guys, give them a round of applause. Much deserved now. Guys, Nate, you came into Friday. Things did not go your way, obviously. 0-6 after day 1. How did you guys recover on Saturday?
Well, we've been playing really well online, and we played really well at Columbus, and we just knew on Saturday that Friday was complete fluke. We were stale. We just didn't come out with intensity because we thought our pool was going to be a cakewalk, and it turns out we had some amazing competition. We had some great matches, and then we just made sure that we came out with the intensity that we actually needed on Saturday.
Now, earlier on in the tournament, you guys went up against Stunner, and they 3-0'd you there. What did you change to change things here in the finals?
Honestly, man, it's just like I told you. We brought the intensity up. We knew they were going to be a good team. We played them a lot. For whatever reason, the seedings, the way we've been playing them in the 5K, we've played them every single week, so we knew what to expect. And these 3 guys clutched up, and we just did our thing and won.
Now I got to ask, what do you have to say to your teammates? Incredible performance there. 2 minutes and 38 seconds, I believe, to score 10 points and come back up like I've never seen anything like that before.
I was getting killed on OE, on Biolab CTF, and these guys literally just terminated. And that's why I love the 3 teammates that I have. They played so well the entire tournament. I couldn't be more proud of them, and it just feels good to finally get a win when we made a roster change.
Final question has to be, look at the support around here right now. I can't even see 5 feet out in front of me. What do you have to say to the green wall?
The green wall, we wanted to get you guys championships. That's why we've been doing what we've been doing. We've been practicing hard, so I'm glad we could finally do this for you. And it's just a pleasure to play for you guys every single day on stream and our videos. It's just so satisfying to finally win for these guys. And real quick, it's my dad's first event. It's the first time he's ever watched me compete in 7 years. I'm glad we can win in front of him. Dad shot, let's go.
There you have it, guys. Shout out to Dad Shop there. OpTic Gaming are your UMG champions. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to throw it up to the desk really quick with some final words from Matt and Ben.
Thanks, guys. Fantastic event here at UMG Orlando. We've had a blast. Some phenomenal plays coming out from everyone competing in the tournament, and I've just had so much fun, Matt.
Oh, yeah, I had fun this weekend as well. Obviously, casting with you, always a good time.
It's always good.
I know, just a quick shout-out to our sponsors. It's going to be Scuff Gaming, BenQ, Gamma Labs, DX Racer, and ProKiss for making this event possible. And signing off for me and Ben and everyone at UMG. We will see you guys at the next UMG in the coming months.